Hello everyone, Agion here with another Company Heroes 2 free play. Spawn on the north side as the Axis players. We have Heavy Panzer Abteilungen. I don't even, how do I pronounce a lot of German words? Abteilung? Not gonna even try. And his ally as the improperly spelled Kewe. Kiwis are spelled with eyes, aren't they? At least a fruit. The bird. I'm not sure. Is the bird still spelled with eyes? Either way, as... Oh, for some reason I thought that was an austere player. As a dual Soviets, we have sChLeChTer? sChLeChTer? I have no idea. And probably the easiest name to pronounce, Doering. We do have two immediate doctrinal lock-ins. We do have the Breakthrough Doctrine, as well as Urban Defense. Do we see some Panzer Fusiliers? Yes, we do see a Panzer Fusilier, as well as a Kupferwagen. sChLeChTer, no M342, just straight up Grens. And his opponents, we do got Maxim spam for the red Soviet player, and his ally, going for a conscript into a Maxim. If he gets more than one Maxim, it can be very problematic for the austere player, or the Axis players to deal with. At this rate, the Axis player will probably need to get at least one mortar team, if not two, and the OKW player probably need to go for a Stuka. We do got immediately going for a mortar for the austere player. A bit unusual. He has a bulletin for it, so probably not any signs of map hacks, because if you get all like the bulletins from mortars, it's really, really powerful. Alive? I guess they haven't spotted each other. They assume that they're thinking there's an AFK, but all people are alive. Maxim here, setting on up, is a good position for suppressive fire. May get spotted, but I think there's a line of sight blocker now. Maxim right here, he needs to split up these units. There's a Grenadier upon the flank as well. Pioneers do get suppressed. And the Pioneer squad is forced on back. It's unlikely to get actually wiped. Grenadiers fully pinned down. This squad does get forced back entirely. We do got a mortar team coming on out for the red Soviet player. And the magenta player has another Maxim. So many Maxims for the Axis players to deal with. They're going to need mortars and legs, Stukas. Mortar team raining on in from the austere player. This Grenadier squad was suppressed by the other Maxim. We got another squad of conscripts, or first squad of conscripts coming in up for the red Soviet. Oh, we do also have the brotherly love, increased rate of fire, which means more suppression. There's also a bulletin for more suppression. Combining that bulletin with this bulletin makes some pretty nice Maxims. The austere player has a lot of manpower. What is he planning?
Our headquarters has been improved. We can now build...
Combat engineers will force back the mortar teams. Unlikely they will get a squad wipe. Does get a model. Axis players have secured up the left side, no problem. Overall, the Axis players do have better map control. Maxims being quite slow. So we've got a... Oh, that's wire. I thought it was a mine and the unusual spot for mine. Austere player same up for Panzer Grenadiers? I'm not sure. He has quite a bit of manpower. Perhaps for a cache or two? This point was secured up by the OKW player. Does have Kupferwagen and 3 Volksgrenadier. That is a shoe mine there. And we do have a magenta mortar. So both the Soviet... Oh, there's also a second mortar for the red team. So there's a lot of weapon teams. Stuka is hands down the best item for the OKW player to get. But he went for Battle Group HQ. They're going to need to get at least another lag and another mortar at least for the amount of weapon teams are fighting against, I would say. There are two conscripts here. They're both trying to withdraw into the fire of the Maxim here. And which the Maxim is hitting the Kubelwagen. He doesn't have vision of the Sturm Pioneers, but probably does have vision of the Panzer Fusiliers. Panzer Fusiliers coming in for a flanking run. But, oh, nice wire there. Forcing these guys to go more inwards towards the arc of this Maxim. Great wire placement. And again, there's actually more wire here, forcing them to funnel into the Maxim. Ooh, and a good mortar hit as well. 2-2 coming on out, which would be a good flanking squad. Perhaps maybe a flame half-track would have been a little bit better, but anything to flank these squads is quite nice.
We have been assigned fresh Panzer grenadiers.
Conscripts, no AT grenade. He can always gamble them, but at that spot, he probably... It's a nice bluff there, but no AT grenade. Oh, wait. He just researched it. Jeez. I stand corrected. This 2-2 can easily go down to rifle fire. The Maxim does have higher penetration than 1. We do have the Kubelwagen here, which could draw some fire. And do some nice flanking damage. Maxim entirely retreats. There's only 3 models there. The 2-2 can risk the rifles, but not another AT grenade.
Enemy forces are attempting to capture our territory.
Panzer Grenadiers are now out on the field, so plenty of manpower for the Austria player. And we also have a half-track coming in now, so there's going to be quite a bit of forward reinforcements for all these weapon teams. Lags and mortars can help keep the manpower low, preventing them from being teching up. Good hills and a good hit there. Those throw out bundle grenade, need a withdrawal. It doesn't get any models there, but these squads are very much wounded. Going for some mortars and lights to engage these weapon teams, even when there's a mortar half-track out, or not mortar half-track, but a regular half-track out, is actually quite nice, just because it will, the constant manpower bleed, even if, ooh, great hit there, that squad was quite bunched up, but I was saying the constant manpower bleed will prevent the opponents from being able to tech up. 2-2 being rebuilt, I sort of disagree with that. Sturm Officer being on the field, as well as 2 Lags. Overall, the OKW player does have a great composition right now. A bit lacking in AT, which the Austria player could supplement with a Pack 40. More and more G43s coming out on the Panzer Fusiliers. Oh, looks like he tried to secure up the mortar team, but that's actually a quad half-track, not a forward reinforcement half-track. And 2 2-2-2s are coming on out. Shock troops have been called on in. Looks like we got another Dr. Lock-in of the shock motor heavy tactics, so we will see the ISU 152s. Sturm Pioneers here will spot the shock troops, will need to fall back. There's no way they can really engage, especially when they're sustaining so much free damage. There is a Panzer Fusilier squad, does throw out a frag. They're not super effective of frags, however. Officer does get forced back, so does the Sturm Pioneers and the Panzer Fusiliers. So we've got 2 sets of medics potentially. The thing is, with 1 set of medics, people like to share, like, oh, we're going to share these medics. There's just simply not enough healing for 3 models. 6 models, however, do provide plenty of healing for 2 players, and now they're in a combined area, so quick healing, but it's out of range. Looks like the quad hatchback has received some fire. There is not... Oh, there could potentially be a resecure of that lag, but there's a 2-2-2 here. Throws out smoke, very nice. The shock troops at close range can do some damage to... Ooh, great hit by the other leg. The Panzer Grenadiers should resecure the leg and fall it back. They can worry about trying to gift it to another player later. But there are some Panzer Fusiliers as well as the officer here. Is he gun here trying to force fire the leg? Guess not. Pioneers will get suppressed. This quad half-track can do a significant damage to a single 2-2. Ooh, good hit by this gun way down here. And we also got a booby trap from the Urban Defense Tactics player. As Grenadiers coming on forward with a bundle grenade. This could detonate the trap, does not. Ooh, multiple good mortar hits. Force back Panzer Grenadiers. Rifle grenade. This barrage coming on in. That is a pretty grouped up squads and does force them back. Panzer Fusiliers moving on forward. Iron's flank does decrew the Zis gun, but nice suppression coming out from the quad half track. Ooh, and also pretty bunched up, and those mortars just raining on in. Do we see medics back with the Soviet player? No medics, no medics. Or, oh, no, their medic research has been there. They're right, the models are right there. But no medics over here. Which is a bit problematic, because as he falls back to units, he just can't get any healing. Resulting in more manpower bleed. He doesn't have enough manpower for medics, so you should really get it. 52s are here, one of them super wounded. This gun fires, rolls a miss. Force retreat upon the shock troops, and we do got a frag grenade on the Panzer Fusiliers. Ooh, those 222s throws out some smoke, not really necessary, but they need repairs. Great hit there. What does the Austria player? Still there's some 222s. No second mortar or anything like that. And it looks like oh, it looks like he's actually teching up. Which he does have approaching the fuel. I'm guessing Stug it could be an early option, but unlikely. Panzer IV will probably be a better option than the Ostwind. Shock troops ripping apart these squads. Nice frag. He could still get the decrew, but he's actually focused firing a lot of damage to the Panzer Grenadiers. Oh, multiple smokes coming out from the legs. Very, very nice. I always love seeing the smoke. We see a rifle grenade. Yes, we see a rifle grenade. Does he hit the building? He sort of did, but does do actually quite a bit of damage. He does. There are 3 windows on this side, which will do provide a significant amount of protection. Our grenade does get thrown on out, but does do a nice dodge. Does do a nice merge there, and now retreats back with the conscripts. Yep, that pretty much sums it up. Mortars and machine guns. It's just an indirect fire war. Probably started by the Soviets, honestly. They are the one that went for 4 Maxims in total. They should not be complaining about any sort of indirect fire coming on out. Which that was the Austria player that said that. Panzer IV out on the build queue. Very nice. The OKW player does have 200 fuel. Sheer Panzer Quarter has been set on up. Does have Sheer Panzer authorization. very far away from the Tiger, only at 5 command points when he needs 14. So he's going to need to do a lot of aggressive assaults in order to get his command points up, or just go for something else. Oh, these mortars. Oh, I thought that Panzer Grenadier was actually going to get wiped. Oh, but here, T-34. It is T-34 76. There's no T-34-45s possible. May see 2 AT rifle grenades. One does come out. Good hit by the Wickenwerfer. AT rifle grenade coming out from the other squad. These guys need to fall back. Bit of a bad retreat path, but I don't think it will get wiped. Squad's still suppressed. The 222s are going super aggressive. Doesn't get the squad wiped. Doesn't dive the base. Could the 222s take out the 76? I really don't know. Could they with rear armor hits? Probably not, but maybe? Smoke upon retreat will help them keep them alive, but he's sort of going at an angle. This does reset up, does have vision once again. Fires and misses. Flags, however, nailing that area. And we do also have a forward HQ meant for field camp for healing.
We have lost the machine gun crew.
One wrong shot could detonate that booby trap, but he does go ahead and roll a miss near the unit instead. And body blocked by the field camp. Does get the snare, but nothing really to capitalize on it. Does take out the quad half track. This Panzer IV needs to withdraw. Don't see any TM-35 mines upon the retreat path. Could potentially focus to fire the field camp. Does have to worry about more snares coming out from the conscripts, however. If these Grenadiers actually go onto that point, he could potentially get a squad wipe. This gun is going to set on up. Does throw out some smoke, which will buy him some time. 222s are here. They're super wounded as well. He has to make sure he doesn't body block. He could throw out a smoke with one of these guys. Another AT grenade, so now this will kill him one hit. But sets up in the wrong angle. Rita sets on up, trying to go for the line of sight blocker with the Panzer IV. Nice smoke from the mortar team. Pioneer squad needs to stop and retreat back. They're way too wounded. This gun will set up and destroy the Panzer IV. These 222s are super wounded. Loses targeting that one, throws out some smoke as well. Could throw out smoke with the other one. And looks like just only the Panzer IV will go down. Katusha on the build kill. And so the T-34 has been repaired to a significant amount. He does have access to conscript repairs, so more repairs. And short barrel Panzer IV moving on forward. Oh, finds one of the booby traps. These squads could still go down, but luckily they do have some damage resistance from the command tank. Oh, but there goes one. But they're eyeing to snare the command Panzer IV, and there's nothing here to protect it. Tank does get snared. T-34 moving on in. Sheer Panzer quarters is here, but nothing. I would have gone for it. Snared engine. We haven't seen a Pack 40, and I don't think the Wickenwerfer's in the nearby area. Smoke here being a bit problematic. Sort of forcing these Grenadiers to go a little bit closer than they would like. T-34 76 nearly fully repaired. Probably thanks to the conscripts. Katusha barrage coming on in. Going straight for the legs. Mortar flare will give some spotting, reducing the scatter. Does decrew both of them very nice, far from being destroyed, but decrewing them is always nice to have. Does not immediately shooting at you and wastes a lot of manpower.
Command vehicle has gone static. HQ operations now underway.
Ooh, Panzer Grenadiers are super wounded. They need to fall back. Both of these guys need to fall back. He needs healing. And these bad placement of medic bunkers just makes it a whole lot worse. The OKW player can get plenty of healing, but he placed this medical bunker over here too far away. He should place it right around here. Railway artillery available for the Austere player who went for the fixed-stung armor doctrine. Ooh.
The enemy has dealt us a blow.
Oh, this is 222 up here. He still has one 222 still alive. He could potentially just sit it over here, protect this VP. Its life expectancy has gone down. Its usefulness in combat has gone down even more. Now they're seeing both oh, nice forced retreat. Now seeing there's both a T-34 and SU-85. SU-85 has not made himself known. Zero veterancy whatsoever. Stug out on the field. Very good idea. He sort of lost the Panzer IV. He could go for Ostwind and haul it down. Both the Ostwind and the, well, anything hauled down is quite nice. Not so much with a Stug, but everything else is quite nice. Pack 43 is unlikely, I would say, because they already saw the Katusha, unless you want to brave a single Katusha. Pack 43 will probably best go right here with the line of sight blocker, as long as there's something over here to help protect its flank, such as a bunker. Bunker right here to protect it would be great. Well, that's actually asking, what, 550 manpower. Mine does get spotted. And Suksafus, ooh. A little bit late, I would say. Great hits on the Maxim. I think it destroyed the landmine. Great hit by the mortar as well.
One of our machine guns has been silenced.
We do got railway artillery being called on in. First hit. Don't see any deaths. I see some models there, but I think that was already dead. And the next shot will probably land and hit nothing. Oh, the SU-85 is taking quite a bit of damage. Probably from the Stug. The Stug is snared, or it'll take 3 more hits to kill. No, see, SU-85 is going to try to kill it, but with all the line of sight blockers and any direct path, but it looks like the TI for the 222. Which he rolls a miss. As Grenadiers moving on forward, he's trying to lure him straight into the booby trap. Great damage from one squad, bit of wounding on the other. This squad needs to fall back, it's prone to getting wiped. Mortar hits are very finicky as well at the time. Panzer Fusilier making another advancement, but will be forced away by the shock troops in the Maxim and the T-34. Stug and short barrel Panzer IV moving forward. Great hits, one shot away from death from the Stug. Don't think the command tank can actually get a kill. One grenade does connect with the command tank. Ooh, good hits from multiple directions with AT guns. Though he does throw out some smoke. Command tank will most likely get out. Does roll a miss there. And oh, detonates the booby trap with a Zis barrage, wiping the Sturm Pioneers. Very good spot for a Zis barrage. Oh, that Pack 43. That's way too far forward, I would say. Though there is an MG34 and Vikenwerfer here to support. Katusha Barrage eyeing. Oh. Has to be very careful. He does have the aura resistance thinks the nearby command tank, it'll take more than one rocket to kill. Good hits. Very good hits. Squad going to force back both these squads. sChLeChTer still 3 command points away and another like 300 manpower. In fact, 43 has been completed. Still plenty of fuel. Oswin, haul down. Ooh, good hits. And he's immediately got spotted, and here comes the IL-2 precision strike. Completely destroys the AT gun. Oh, but here we do got some assault artillery. Does the crew and destroys the AT gun. Not a whole lot, honestly, seem to have Su-85s. Not any huge targets for it. Does a good job of warding away the sTUG and command tank, but that's about it. Even when the sChLeChTer's out, it doesn't have the penetration to really deal with it. Ooh, we do got the Kewe now out. Does throw a bundle grenade upon retreat. Doesn't get the squad wipe. Mortars could have actually gotten it. Kewe will probably be great to set up right here in siege mode. Don't have to worry about Pack 43, and it will provide some line of sight protection from the sChLeChTer when it comes out. They know exactly what doctrine the OKW player has, since he has the Sturm Officer. Plus, Panzer Fusiliers give a selection of 2. As a bit blobby, can get some good work done with the T-34. Great hits there. The cannon warfare is engaging. Sturm Officer cannot snare, however, and we also got another set of assault artillery coming in. Jeez, that has a really short cooldown. Does decrease the maximum of the assault artillery. The mortar team may be next. It's a bit sporadic in fire. He has enough resources for the sChLeChTer, but just needs a fourth of a command point. And I'm going to sneeze once again. Ooh! Detonate the shoe mine that was right there. Looks like the KV-1 has set up in siege mode. Bit more in defensive position. Probably could have set it up right here a bit more forward. What's its range like? Oh, that's out of range. That's, I think, out of range. Looks like this may be the edge of its range, so if he moves a little bit far forward, he can potentially cover the VP. Great hits. We do got second sTUG now out, but there get a bit dogpilot right there. There is a Zis gun on the flank as well. sChLeChTer now out. Let's stop the capture right there. Like smoke is preventing more smoke. Oh, and high explosive barrage coming out from the sChLeChTer. Great hits, great multiple hits, but look at the smoke and all in the air to prevent the squad wipe. Now the mortar flare, spotting for the Katusha. Stooks are here. This one's still wounded. AT gun still on the flank. Does snare the engine. One shot away from death, it looks like. Fires, and there goes that Stug. And we do have the command tank now hauled down. Now only if we can see the Ostwind.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
sChLeChTer. Good hits, really good hits. Wipes out one of the conscripts thanks to it. And does decrew the AT gun as well. AV2 now sort of sieging the point. Looks like his max range is straight to here. As I mentioned before, if he were to move right here, a nice good spot, protect, and this foliage and rock will protect him from any sort of AT gun shot. Allow him to help siege and barrage the central VP. Act 40 is setting on up, does have vision with the conscripts nearby. We've got one hit there. There is a not teller mine, but TM35 mine there. Bundle grenade is here, could detonate the mine, does detonate the mine, just leaving one model, does decrew the entire Maxim squad, could grab it for himself, is repositioning the KV2. sChLeChTer now sieging the KV2. Looks like the command tank's actually sort of holding up the sChLeChTer. I'm not exactly sure where the sChLeChTer is trying to go. Maybe she's trying to go right there. Looks like he's just trying to go right there. Unusual spot, but... Oh, force firing the AT gun? I'm surprised he actually has vision of it. Is there a corpse nearby? See one. How does he get vision of that? Oh, maybe it's the Panzer Fusiliers. They have pretty good vision, and I think this crew has been this weapon has been decrewed and recrewed by Panzer Fusiliers. Nope, that looks like the standard models. Future barrage is coming in. Perhaps he's just force firing the ground. Good sChLeChTer hit, gets some really good wounding action on the shock troops. And now the HE barrage coming on in, or not. One wrong like hit can wipe out that squad. Grenadiers will stop the capture. Infantry 42 is being reinforced on the front line, or is that just a fresh one? There may be something reinforcing it, I'm not sure. U-34 way too wounded now, but nice sprint like smoke, preventing the death of it. Great hit on top of the KV2. The sChLeChTer can just continuously siege it as long as he has vision. His teammate can't provide any vision with any reconnaissance run. And I hear the the railway coming in right over here. I just realized we have penal squads over here. He's actually side tech to tier 1 late in the game. Ooh, S-35 super wounded. One Faust will kill it off. Suppression is coming out now. SU-85 is prone to be killed. These Katyushas are now close to the front line as well. But it looks like the Jagdtiger will withdraw. 222 is still alive. Personally, I would just probably send it over here. Just have it send it over this VP. Just protected. In fact, there's been no assault towards this VP. A bit of an oversight, I would say, by the Soviet players. If they were to send over some units just to capture the points, it will help divert attention away from the center of the map. Stug is here. Panzer Warfare out in the field. sChLeChTer firing a barrage. And that is one super wounded Su-85. They are going to need more than one combat engineer to repair up all these vehicles. There is conscript repairs, which he only has one squad of conscripts left. Never mind. Act 43 secured, firing close range against the Stug, but the smoke will help cover its tree. This unit is quite wounded and will get decrewed by the mortar. So no death of that AT gun. Panzer Warfare. No wipe on the combat engineers. They were pretty close to the barrage, but nothing spread out towards them. Against the Jagdtiger, they're probably going to need to use sacrifice the T-34 and use the IL-2 bombing strike. It's the only thing I see that can outright kill it off. So Urban Defense player, it has used up quite a bit of his munitions, been keeping it a bit lower than most players with this doctrine because it's not a huge munition sink. Booby traps are nice, but it takes time to plant. Also, when you have only one combat engineer repairing the entire time, it's really hard to actually plant them. Oh, that must have been a really good assist barrage, getting like 4 models. Here's your barrage coming on in. I think sChLeChTer as well. Yep, over here. Significant damage on both of these MG teams once again. Ooh. And there goes the Su-85 to the Jagdtiger. Jagdtiger, oh, I didn't realize how super wounded it was. That command tank really saving the life of that Jagdtiger. Still no ISU-152, just spent so low on manpower, reinforcing everything. Both the Pinos have been upgraded with PTRSs, so he's trying to use them for satchel charges, but nothing's really divey enough to exploit that. When I say divey enough, I mean nothing to be dived upon. No, that's not the best way to put it. No Panzer Force to use against. Stugs, yes, but they're not exactly divey units. Command tank, not divey as well. Sniper coming out for the austere player. I still say, also in the center of the map, be a good anti-infantry unit. There's no Sturm Pioneers yet, so the repair is going to be super slow. Is there any regular Pioneers? There's one squad of regular Pioneers repairing up the command tank. We will need to send out to his teammates Jagdtiger as well. And the OKW players have popped caps, so no chance of building any more Sturm Pioneers. He's going to need to sacrifice or a unit, perhaps maybe the Likes. Their life expectancy has significantly gone down, so once one gets decrewed by a Katyusha, don't recruit it. He needs a Sturm Pioneer. Good suppression here. Nice placement of the MG34, just denying any sort of advancement. T-34 here, however, would say there must be advancement. both these strokes here can't really be used for aggression over here. Plus, the KV-2 is in a good defensive position, so the stroke's going to be pushing towards the flanks. There is a mine here, multiple mines. What, 5? I see 5 mines. Right here from the sChLeChTer. And it looks like this MG42 did get decrewed, but I think that was from the Panzer warfare. There's another Soviet mine there. Jeez, how many mines are here? Double clicking it doesn't show me them all because I clearly see 5 here. Yeah, just can't select them all for some odd reason. I can select more than 4 here. Actually, no, it looks like maybe in the replay system, I can only select out the 4 stuff to be shown down here. Huh, that's sort of interesting. Ooh, KV-1 pitching in some good damage. Stugs can't really engage shock troops all too well. And oh, Pino PTRS's, if he throws out a satchel that can kill off this wounded one, and he's already had damaged engine, looks like he's just going to outright destroy it. He could go ahead and pursue a satchel charge on the other one, but looks like he's just going to pursue it with the PTRS's. Haven't been able to get any good line of sight. Good hits there. Pioneer's still trying to ward them away. Is he going to actually save this thing? There it goes. Oh, looks like Katusha barrage coming on in. Oh, Panzer Grenadiers. Panzer Grenadiers are dead. And we do have some shooting pioneers come out for the OKW player, and he hasn't lost any squads. So he's at 100 pop cap. He's going to need to leave behind one of these Panzer Fusiliers, or sacrifice them. I'll say just leave them behind. The other 2 will be more than plenty. sChLeChTer. Another sChLeChTer. It doesn't get a retreat path. Jagdtiger almost fully repaired, but good enough. No longer damaged engine. Facing the wrong direction. May want to readjust that. Tree bouncing across the ground. I mean, trees are quite elastic. Look at bow and arrows. There goes the cannon whiffer. Hopefully he was not trying to recruit because he just had no population for it. Oh, good hit there. Needs to make sure he stays out of vision in order so the KV-1 doesn't fire off another shot. That's a super wounded squad, and he's going to need to treat back the squad. He's in prone being squad wiped even by this conscript squad. Oh! That was a forced fire to the ground and hoping the scatter could hit him. That was a good call with that. Oh, he got a squad wipe, so he no longer got pop cap. Well, he is, but he isn't. The tickets are very similar, I can just now notice. 267 versus 276. The Austrian player can still deploy something else. Come on, Oswin. Another Panzer warfare. Well, I suppose they don't really need more anti-tank. They have a Stug and the Jagdtiger. The Jagdtiger can handle quite a bit. Most Panzer Warfers have fired and didn't get a whole lot of damage. We got the high explosive rounds coming in by the sChLeChTer. sChLeChTer comes on in, does do some good damage upon this one squad. Decrews this squad here. The other sChLeChTer, good damage here. The field camp is still nearly at full health. Try to go rush on in with a satchel charge, but the command tank will ward him away, plus the MG-34. Oh, there goes the mortar team. Oh, the IL-2 bombing strike. Where's that coming in? It's coming on the command tank? And there goes the command tank. The smoke hid the red smoke. Great IL-2 bomb strike. It would be quite some time before we can call in another one. He has pretty low on munitions. But we do have 2 munitions caches for the Soviets. Wait, does this guy have access to a smoke grenade? Oh, he does have access to a smoke grenade. I really don't know the veterancy for the Sturm officer, because I remember before he didn't have any levels of veterancy. Oh, he can get STGs at Vet 5. I wonder how many. And is it just the officer or all of them? Do know he gets the 5th man at Vet 1. That's about it. Multiple Panzer Warfare barrages coming on in. The Axis players need a bit more sustained anti-infantry, something more also resilient to the Katyusha barrage. This is one reason why I've been so focused on getting Ostwind out. Ostwind plus in hull down mode can do a significant amount of work and much more resilient to, say, the Katyusha barrages than the MG teams. sChLeChTer rolls a big miss. Does get a hit there. Not a whole lot of damage for that one either. Oh, try and go for another Pack 40, but they don't need another Pack 40. And we do got a single satchel on top of the Stug. You could potentially get another. Yep, another satchel will come through. Yeah, they don't need another Pack 40. They have the sChLeChTer. The problem is not tanks, it's all the indirect fire and MGs. And the Panzer Warfers and sChLeChTer hasn't really been accomplishing all too much, honestly. They need more sustain, and that's why, another reason why they should go for either Panzer IVs, Ostwinds, something. Panzer Warfare barrage. Good hits. Looks like the Austria player will manage to get another capture. The Soviet mortar is actually pushing quite far forward, eyeing the barrage something. Obersatzen had been called on in. It looks like he just had enough population cap for that. And there goes another Maxim team. Still no ISU 152, just not enough population cap room. Katyusha barrage Ein hit this MG-42. Force back both of those mortar teams. And we got a sniper? How on earth do you expect to have a sniper stay alive in all this indirect fire? Even all of these guys got forced back by a couple of tanks. How is a sniper supposed to stay alive? It looks like another assault artillery is being called on in. And it looks like I dropped some frames. That's not good. Shock troops do manage to capture that point, but they do get wiped, which will free up enough space for the ISU-152. There's some TM-35s, even right here, but it doesn't look like he will actually trigger a retreat path yet. It's up here. And I'm not sure where that sChLeChTer was supposed to go. Get some more shock troops? Why? He needs the ISU-152 would be a great option. Even not engaging the vehicles, but the high explosive rounds would be quite nice. Snipers here. And there goes the Panzer Warfare. I noticed there was like a officer model in that penal squad. Was there a merge with that squad? Another squad of Obstadotsen. I'm not sure how he has population room. Oh, we lost a Sturm officer. He doesn't have the munition support for all its abilities, so it's probably a good idea he got Obstadotsen instead. Ooh! Needs to fall back. The Katusha! That could have been worse. There is enough munitions for another railway. And we got a Panther on the build queue, eyeing for some more aggression to apply on the vehicles. That is probably a good idea. I was saying Oswin before, but the mobility of a Panther would be good to help hunt down those Katusha. sChLeChTer. And doesn't get anything. Ooh, great hits with the Panzer Warfare. Wipes out both those mortars. And we got the railway coming on in, and this is set up, and he hasn't moved yet. The first round is very accurate. Wipes out both of those squads, and deals significant damage to the KV too. No mines in the area. Sporadic damage. Panther does roll a miss, however. This engagement could still go either way based on luck. Does decrew the AT gun. Gets a hit there. Is the KV-2 too big, or is he just trying to body block? Throws out smoke there. And rolls a bounce. Panther needs to withdraw. He's getting a bit outgunned. And there's a satchel. And there goes the Panther.
Our Panzer forces have been reduced by one.
Now, it could really play has a significant amount of fuel, but he just hasn't had anything to really spend it on because of his population cap. More sChLeChTer. Panzer Warfare going straight into the penal squad. Could see a satchel. We will see a satchel, and that's a dead. Nope, he doesn't have vision. He's losing vision because of smoke. But nope, he does get the throw. But it rolls a miss? Okay. That's strange. It actually straight up rolled a miss. And T-34 is forced on back. And we do have a Pack 43 being built once again. Got to mount a Katusha on the field. It's not exactly a good idea, but the mortars have definitely died down. Katusha barrage probably eyeing for a raid around here. Great hit there. Probably need to force back in both of those squads. Great hit by the Panzer that managed to avoid the satchel charge. And we'll get one more kill there with the sniper. Red Soviet player is low on manpower. He's getting a second combat engineer for repairs. Has plenty of fuel, but just no manpower to use it. Great hits. Detonates the mine, decrews, and outright destroys the mortar. Ooh, good hit. Ooh. KV2 is now at 3 stars of veterancy, which gives him access to increased durability and speed, making it very hard to kill. The Pack 43 has been built, has fired 0 shots in the defense position, which will have been dives. And looks like the Panzer Grenadier went down in all those engagements. Sniper is still, however, alive somehow. And it does have plenty of heavy cover for it to just go around and start scouting. Spots the KV-1. Spots the sChLeChTer thanks to it. The Jagdtiger is super wounded. And there goes the sChLeChTer. Sukazafus. Good hits. And Panzer actually as well. Is there a Pioneer squad still alive? Barely. He can use it to help prepare his teammate's Jagdtiger. It's just super wounded and there's been no Sturm Pioneers for quite some time. Ooh, great hit. Nice incendiary round. As the other penal squad does force it back. Grenadier does fall back in time. This Grenadier squad is still alive. Do we see high explosive rounds? We do not. Stukzafus, however, coming on in. Great hit there. A mass retreat coming on out saves the decapture of this point. Let's spot the Pack 43. Or maybe we're just hitting the infantry. They definitely spot it now. Panther now available. Both the Axis players have plenty of fuel. All the players have plenty of fuel, just haven't been able to spend it. And another IL-2 bombing strike. How do you have vision of that? Was it a corpse? Oh, there's a mortar flare. That's what spotted it. Oh, that's a shoe mine. Never mind. Stukazafus. Over here. Does hit the T-34. It does actually wound it quite a bit. I think it would only take 3 shots to kill off the Panther. Molotov was thrown out upon retreat, and the Panzer have not withdrew from the Molotov just yet.
The enemy now have 200 points.
And it's being very aggressive, but there's a lot of landmines here, and there's a couple satchels as well. Panzer barrage. Not to the VPs, but hitting somewhere. Satchel charge is being thrown on out by the squads. Does do a full retreat in order to dodge it. Storm Pioneers actually have been built primarily for repairs of the sChLeChTer. But will they stay alive long enough for it? Ooh. I meant that as a joke, but looks like it may become a reality. Doesn't get the squad wipe on the MG42. Does force it back, however. Another big miss. Panzer Grenadiers on the build queue. To overall just become a slog for the central VP. Did happen to that other 222. Oh, the wreckages are far gone now. An AT gun gets outright destroyed. Panzer Fusiliers. Now Kewe too has been such a problem, problematic for the Axis players. But we do have, was that captured and mortared? I think that maybe captured and mortared by one of these players, or that was a mortar flare there, right? Maybe that was just a flare mine tripped. Not sure how he had vision over there. It was a Panzer Fusilier flare. So the Kewe 2 is going to go in and engage. Trying to engage the sChLeChTer, but its armor is quite important, and so it's able to withstand quite a bit of a beating. Another great hit there. The Kewe 2 is almost dead, but the Panther doesn't decide to go on in. Will get snared. And the Panther is sort of pathfinding. Stukas of Fus barraging on in once again. X-35 trying to get to the Panther tank. Rolls a miss there, just one shot away from death. Panzerwerfer barrage wipes out the conscript squad. The sChLeChTer could go ahead and stay and fight. Does get another penetrating hit there. But super wounded now. Got to receive the pin. And this looks like the... Oh. Both sides just backed off. Our grenade does get thrown on out, but rolls a large miss. That one's actually going to be much better, but it's a pretty weak frag. But does do some good damage there. And the Panzer Fusiliers are forced back once again. Let's took some Fus are up the Vet 4, so there's access to the incendiary barrage. As the game goes on, my frame rate's starting to dip. I can see it. And there goes the Panzer Grenadiers. Again. So the sChLeChTer sounds like it's fully repaired. Almost at 4 stars of efficiency. And looks like a rifle flare goes thrown out by the Panzer Fusiliers. We'll only spot the Maxim here. I don't think they spot the KV-1. And there's still a large number of Maxims out on the field, which I'm sort of surprised. And they're quite vet as well. Oh, was that a squad wipe? Looks like a Grenadier went down. Oh! Took his Fus plus Panzerwerfer. And some follow-up rifle shots, and that's two. One MG completely destroyed, and another one just wiped. These Panzer Fusiliers has sustained a huge amounts of damage. KV-2 is receiving a significant amount of fire from the sChLeChTer. This squad is super wounded. And there goes the KV-1. That is a massive blow. Looks like the Kewe players plan to rebuild his, what's it called, Sheer Panzer Quarters. I'm not sure when it actually went down. I wonder, was this some sort of like focus vision and just sieged away with it and the no, don't see the AT gun there anymore. Still no ISU-152. Oh, nope, now we do. Has AP rounds equipped. It's not exactly a contender in AT role versus the sChLeChTer, but can be supported quite well, especially with all the Vet 3 Su-85s. Which there's at least one and one unvetted one. There goes that cache. No squad wipe there. Looks like the Soviet players managed to push their way towards this VP, land unscarred by anything. I think this is the first time it's actually been decaptured this entire game. And we got a meteor retreat from the Vet 3 Grenadier. We also have a Pack 43 built once again. I don't see it being all too effective. It's pretty far back, and it's a lot of indirect fire. And plenty of munitions for more L2 bombing strikes. Ooh, good Katyusha barrage. Could get killed on a couple of these artillery pieces. There goes one. Oh, good hits. Two of them down.
Inflicting losses upon us.
Where is that your Panzer quarters? Oh, looks like the way back here. Great hits, the ISU-152. 2 rifle grenades coming forward, and there goes the ISU-152. Barrage is trying to hit these Panzer Fusiliers, but they've been unsuccessful. Even that close-range barrage, it can be prone of being killed off by the Panzer Fusiliers. T-34-76, however, is still alive.
The enemy is encroaching on our territory.
ISU-152, 152. Seems like I'm saying that wrong. ISU-152. Now on cooldown, so it'll be a bit of time before it can actually be brought back out. Sukasafus is being rebuilt. Personally, I would have gone for a pair of Panzer IVs. The Sukasafus barrages have been super effective. 1 is all he needs. And the Jagdtiger is actually 5 stars of veterancy. Holy crap. No longer be days. I thought that's been long removed. This mine has been swept. Both of those mines have been swept, but have not been cleared. Is he force firing it? Probably could force fire it. Jagdtiger receives some penetrating hits. Hitting the Su-85 here does destroy it. This KV-2 is now engaging at close range, but a little bit outgunned. Ooh, good hits there. May see a bone grenade or frangible smoke. Trying to go for a snare with the Penal Squad, but it's unsuccessful. If you notice something here, they're all conscript models as well. It looks like the Axis players have this game in the bag, but killing off multiple of those heavy tanks, removing their veterancy, has been quite damning, to say the least. Oh, and now the Panzer Warfare siege in the base doesn't get any kills on the Katusha, but does severely wound them. It also suppressed some of these squads. The OKW infantry start making their advance. The window is open for the austere player here. It looks like there is also a booby trap on this point. So anything that hits that cache will probably just outright blow up. Our flare just get thrown on out. There goes another KV-2. This looks like the end. 2 KV-2s are now down. And this Vet 5 Jagdtiger is just going to be a monster to deal with, even more so now. Still dropped a LMG here, which could be quite handy for anything. Any unit can pick it up, such as Oberstdotson. And there goes a Katusha. Railway artillery barraging, forcing away these units. Looks like we may see a... what's it called? A ram? Or an airstrike at least. There's the ram. There's the airstrike. And no engine damage, but it's abandoned, blocking the route. And there goes the Vet 5 Jagdtiger. That's more of a consolation prize. Everything else has just been dead. I think the red player maybe even just AFK now or not. At this point, you just might as well just surrender. There could be a surrender bug activated. Lots of rockets coming into the base. Oh, with triple cap, their time is numbered. 5 tickets left, 2 tickets left, and that is the game. This is Agion saying thank you for watching and signing off.